Hey guys, HiGustaNX here, bringing you another update. So the Nintendo Switch Online app has finally been released for the Android and iOS markets. No word on if there's anything going on for Windows phones yet. I'll let you know if I get anything on that. But yeah, the app's out and it pretty much sucks. Or does it? I'll talk about it and I'll let you guys be the judge. Alright, so let's start. So the app is free, but mind you, eventually you'll have to pay for the Nintendo Online services sometime in 2018. It's at a rate of 20 bucks a year. You'll need a Nintendo account linked to your Nintendo Switch and also the app itself. But remember, the initial download for the app is free, and you won't have to pay anything for any sort of Nintendo Online service until next year sometime. So far, everything's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, these are obvious things that you should already know from the get-go. But moving on. The functionality at its current state is pretty darn limited. And currently, it only works with Splatoon 2. So if you were hoping you could hop on this app and start to communicate with your friends outside of the game, nah bruh, that's not happening right now. The current formula that it looks like Nintendo is working on is they're going to create native apps for particular games within the app itself. So right now, for Splatoon, you have the Splatnet 2, I think that's what it's called? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Splatnet 2, and that allows you to communicate with players only via that app within the app. You don't actually use the Nintendo app. So if you take a look at the screen right now, I have a picture of what it looks like when you're inside of the app, and then right below you can see the native game apps from which you'll be able to choose to communicate with other players. And right now all that's available is Splatnet 2. Alright, so currently Splatoon 2 currently is letting you partake in private battles with your friends. So I mean, the app isn't really even fulfilling anything at the moment. But you can see things like your player stats in Splatoon, and it's kind of working like how the Smart Glass works on the Xbox. Within the app, you can only talk to players while in the waiting room of the game. Not the game itself, but in a waiting room in the game. Nowhere else. It gets worse. So I mean, if you think of like other voice chat apps, like Skype, or I can't really think of any off top, but if you leave the dang app and you go to the home screen on your phone, or you open up another app, you immediately lose the ability to voice chat. It's done. You can't do it. You can't talk unless the app is open. So in other words, the app has to stay open for voice chat to work. But what that also means is your screen will have to stay on the entire time, which easily translates to bye-bye battery life. I mean, you can always adjust, the battery life options on your phone along with the screen brightness to kind of slow the drain, but you have to leave the app open, and your phone cannot be locked, and the screen has to be showing the app. So I've already thought of an alternative to kind of free people from the chain that binds them to their phone while trying to talk to people on the Nintendo Switch. And you might not like this answer, but it's the most effective thing I can think of at the moment. And that's literally buying a cheap or some sort of separate tablet for you to use as your communicative device while you're trying to talk to people on your Switch. So, you go to Best Buy, you buy your Samsung Galaxy Tab E, and its sole purpose is to allow you to talk to people on your Switch. So that way, if you're getting text messages or you gotta do other stuff on your phone like everybody else in the world, you don't have to leave the voice chat. Here's the real question. Why not use a voice chat formula that already works, like on the PS4 or Xbox One? Why not do something that is already working? I mean, this is how limited it is. You can't even send a text message within the Switch to another player. to say, hey, let's run that back, or, hey man, that was close. You can't do it. I suppose that's Nintendo's way of, trying to protect the players, trying to prevent bullying, or trying to prevent, people from engaging in conversations that they necessarily wouldn't want on their platform. I mean, I don't know, but what I do personally think that Nintendo was trying to do is they were trying to focus on players communicating while on the go. I mean, as we all know, the main communicative device people have on them while mobile is their phone, which means a player 9 times out of 10 would already be able to communicate with other players in the game if they weren't at home, which also means you don't have to carry around a headset, and instead you could opt out to using a Bluetooth device, which then again means you don't have to look for compatible headsets for the system. But why not just have both? Or even just give the Nintendo Switch Bluetooth functionality on top of everything else? Why not give a player the option to choose if they want to speak natively on the console like every other console out there, or if they wanted, they could simply use this Nintendo Switch online app? Well, I mean, it's Nintendo. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but the execution is poor. Nintendo is a company, they strive to be innovative and original. So this is likely something that they really thought initially sounded awesome. And I could see the benefits of it if the execution was good. But right now, it's kind of piss poor to me. This is likely something that they will change in the future, especially after they're going to hear all the, the negative complaints about this. But yeah. I mean, at least give it a direct messaging system where you can, compose a chat message, text message, whatever you want to call it, and you can send it to the player. So that way I can say, hey man, 9 times out of 10, this match is being recorded. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure you'll like what you see. Nah, I'm just kidding, but really, a native messaging app alone would have been fine, but we don't have that, and that's cool. These things are supposed to happen. You're supposed to learn from trial and error, and I'm sure Nintendo is definitely gonna learn from this. This video kind of turned into a rant, and that wasn't the intended purpose, but I did want to get my opinions out on what I think about this app. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. In the meantime, I'll be seeing you guys at Best Buy buying your tablets so you can talk on your Nintendo Switch while you're using your phone. This is Hikerson X, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.